We've been making infinite videos on what you should be investing in at this current point in time, but I feel like we need to make a video on the flip side of that equation. Things that you should probably give some consideration to selling at this current point in time. So this is going to be a video dedicated to the cards that you might want to get rid of before any possible ban list might actually be right around the corner. So this is the you should probably get rid of this shit ASAP video. Let's dig on into this discussion, shall we? Top things that you should probably be selling at the moment. Number one, I've had a lot of people asking me, hey, Robbie, you think I should invest in a Sky Striker core at this point in time? The short and sweet answer is, hell no, you shouldn't. I would wait for that ban list to be rolling around the corner. Yes, TCG does have Kaina coming very soon, and the Earth does add a new layer of excitement to the deck. But we've reached this point that Engage and Widow Anchor, they've been free for a little bit too long. I'll be shocked if the deck does go unscathed yet again, but in terms of safe investing options and wanting to get money to get ready for another deck, now would be the time to kind of start loosening off of it. Now, if you've come to the conclusion like I have that the deck's going to get hit and you're going to keep it because you keep everything anyway, then that's fine. That's understandable. But you don't want to lose money at this point. If Sky Striker is the only deck that you have, I would start giving some consideration to maybe dumping it off, dumping the engine, getting ready for the next best deck. 'Cause if we have a ban list, Thunder Dragon's Ultrageist and Sky Shark are probably going to get hit. Yeah, there's the danger engine ticking in the back of your mind. I mean, inherently Sky Strikers is a decently cheap deck compared to the other decks in terms of their giant shells of cost. Yes, I get that. But Engage and Widow Anchor is probably going to get touched. Trying to kill that deck as an engine for so long. We've been failing so hard, by the way. I don't get it. I don't get how this thing has escaped for as long as it actually has. But go sell your Sky Striker stuff. Go make a little bit of money. Don't be mad at Robbie when Robbie was like, oh yeah, you should sell it. And then you're like, oh no. Just, if you're wanting to invest in the deck, just wait until after the list. Like, you saw Engages shoot up as much as they did last list, and they've gone right back down to where they were. Now, next up on this list is Burning Abyss. So I've looked at the prices for everything BA, and I think the deck is going to go down so much in prices. If you've been holding on to BA, a couple things to know here. One, I don't think that Cherubini is the godsend that people think he's going to be. He doesn't really extend the deck, and he's not a combo starter, actually. He's just kind of there. I think a lot of BA people will agree with it. Number two, the OCG's got the deck at 100% power, and the deck's not really doing much there. So that's a good example. Oh, but the OCG and DCG are different. Nah. Yeah, their format's more limited than ours is, and they got Thunder Dragons and stuff, and the deck's kind of falling to the wayside. Now, on that very same equation, though, Sekka's Light BA is... It did perform very well at the last big event. And that's without saying that, we have the Danger Engine. But with the way that our format is now and the way that prices have gone to this point, I've literally considered dumping my Beatrice, because Beatrice is like $10, and the hollow Skarms, and it's not the Skarms, the hollow Farfos, the hollow Skarms, like, the deck is so expensive for the max or rarity stuff. You just look at the stuff and you're like, sell, make some free money. We are at the point of the hype train at the moment, and people are just like, oh fucking shit, like, dump it off. So that's my 2 cents on BA. I think if you want to pick up the core, wait a little while. If your friend's got a sick deal on the deck and you want to pick it up, then yes, go for it. That's fine. But outside of that, no go from me, big dog. No. I did not make a video on Ash Blossom, and I'm kind of iffy on this, because we'll use Desires, for example. And, we'll even talk about duality on this. So, everybody fire sells the living shit out of their cards, alright? Everybody's like, oh my god, Ash is getting the reprint, fire sell, alright? If you want to get a decent number at this current point in time, go sell them. You're not going to get max 30 a pop. You might get 20 a piece depending on if you're getting rid of ultras and stuff. But there will be a point to where the commons will come into circulation. And then if you had secret first editions and things like that half a year down the line, those will go up. But if you're holding ultras and supers at this current point in time and you want to offload them, you're ready to buy 3 structure decks, technically you could sell them $60 for 3. Congratulations, you know, you have $30 for 3 structure decks. You got $30 in your pocket for free. Good money. Like, you line your pockets, you do what you need to do. Cool, we did it. Now, that is only if you don't need the Ash Blossoms for an event. If you're still planning on playing locals for a little while, you're probably going to be stuck with those Ashes because you just need them to play for the time being. Now, you can sell them the day that the structure goes out, but card prices are probably going to go down a little bit. I would check over the next couple days, see where card prices are going with Ash Blossoms announced reprint, and then kind of make a decision based when to sell them. But yeah, the season to move Ash is now, unless you have secret first editions. You hold those things, you hold them, and you do not let them go, because we're going to see things like that shoot back on up later in value. Oh my god, it gets disgusting. Just how crazy that shit gets. Now, I have to give a shout out to number 75, Bamboozling Gossip. I think that of everything, I think the approach that we're going to take to Rongo Bongo is just shooting down the equipment of the extra materials. I don't like having a card that can exist in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That has the ability to tuck 3 Xyz materials under a card, because I've been kind of thinking about that for a little while. I'm like, just because Rongo became an issue now doesn't mean that we couldn't have something else later on down the line become more of an issue. So instead of going after Rongo, I don't mind having Rongo exist, because he hasn't been a problem until we got to the point of, oh shit, you know, we need to slap those materials underneath that bad boy. So if you have a Bamboozling Gossip Shadow at this current point in time, you should probably sell it, because if that thing gets banned, you're just out $30. The deck is degenerate, we know this. You know, they're going to try to balance things out on the next list, I would feel. So get rid of that. In the same boat as that is actually Gumblar. And I've been saying this for a while. I look at Nightmare Goblin at this point. Goblin has touched $1. Alright? And I expect the same thing out of this guy. Even Firewall's gone down to $4. You have a card that does not let your opponent play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You can potentially rip 5 cards out of their hand. Now, for some reason, if the powers that be think that this is a sufficient engine in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that it is a necessary deemable evil at this point, then absolutely I could be wrong. But for the healthy format going forward, we need to take care of these generic issues. So I sell your Gumblar, get rid of it, it's $8 to $10 at the moment. Just understand that you're not going to get a lot for it. Some people just be like, I'd rather keep it, and that's understandable. But don't be caught with your pants down on that one. Now, next up on this list is, the last one will be Valkyries. Now, yes, we are getting a new line of Valkyrie support. It's going to be beautiful. But let me ask you the important question here. These cards don't have a reprints yet. Alright? Valkyries, Right, all of them, Mischief of the Time Goddess, Ride of the Valkyries. We do not have reprints with this. You probably were like me, you picked up the Valkyrie deck very cheap. You were like, oh cool, I can't fucking wait to play this deck. Then I had a thought come to the back of my mind. Well, they're releasing new Valkyrie support as a TCG exclusive. Okay, well, that's fucking awesome, actually. And then I was like, oh, they haven't reprinted these cards yet. So if you're holding the expensive Valkyrie cards at this point in time, just in the back of your mind, know that if they're going to start pushing this deck, there's definitely a potential for the reprints on the horizon. And I don't like to be the one to say that, because I do love the deck in the current rarities, but it's not to say that they couldn't update some rarities along the way. You know, the super rares could potentially see those bump on up to secrets. It's kind of the same thing that we had with Invoked. You know, they waited a little while, went ahead, reprint time. Now, I know the Valkyrie cards are relatively new, but if this is the case and we're pushing new support onto the market from Shadows of Valhalla, just my 2 cents. I have a very, very weird feeling that reprints are on the horizon for that stuff. So don't say I didn't warn you at this point, because you can make money on mischiefs and rides if you buy them at 5s, sure, but those expensive Valkyries, the $18-19 one, that's the one that I'm hesitant on getting a reprint, just because. So just be aware of that. Invoke treatment coming on around the corner. So those are a few things that I think that you might be worth getting rid of at the current point in Yu-Gi-Oh season. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vancol40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.